Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be mucking out one of the sheds. We're going to do a bit of an update video as well, show you what's been going on around the farm this week. As winter sets in, we've caught up with the videos now. We're bang up to date, so this is as up to date as you're going to see it. We're going to clean out a shed today. The muck's building up pretty big, so and what happens is it gets warm under the cows. It's okay, well it's while it's cold outside, but when it's warm as it is this winter, it's been wet and it's been warm, so the cows just won't lie in there. If it's too warm underneath them, they won't lie in there, and that defeats the purpose of the shed then. So we're going to have it out. The old man's on the loader, farmer's been pulling up the muck heap, and I'll be running load. This is the first shed we bring cows in when they come in, so this is the thickest shed. I think he's waiting for us. He's giving me the thumbs up. 80 years old, 81 I think actually. We'll move this one out the way, then back the next one in. There's a simple system to everything we do. We always do it the same way. If something works, then we just, there's no point changing it. We got the 7718 with the loader on, carrying the big trailer, and then we got the 6290 on the yellow trailer, the smaller one. Can't stop the old boy. There's something about farmers, they just work and work, they work till they die. I actually think it's a better thing, because you sit in the house and I think that kills you faster than working, if I'm honest. But right, we're going to back this one up, aim her between the doors hopefully. Wait for the thumbs up. All right. Bit more. I'll do, he says. This tractor has got nearly 16,000 hours on it. Not bad. That's a very annoying buzz on it though. But they've all got that now, haven't they? They'll be jumping in and out of tractors all morning, but we don't mind. Oh, keys in my butt. Ow, 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 ow. I'll put those there. And then when it comes to lunchtime, I would have forgotten, and then I've got to go and find my keys again. Peter's been working off the farm, just doing some, I think he's been putting a road in for someone. Young Andrew and Keith have been on the hedge cutters constantly. We're coming up with we will be doing a hedge cutting video with Keithy soon. And we'll be going out doing a video with Keithy soon. He will show us all how he does his hedge cutting. I haven't been let loose with the hedge cutter yet. I want to have a little go at some point. Come next year, we are going to have an epic spreading video, because we got 2 years worth up here now. The reason we didn't spread it this year is we just didn't get round to it, and then it come wet, and it's not really worth taking the trailer. The muck trailers are ever so heavy and you just start making a mess. If you go on there now, everything at the minute is waterlogged. Everything is just so damn wet this year. I need my 4-wheel drive. There it is. Jesus, thought I pressed it. Backwards. Right, let's have a little go. Down here is the hand throttle. Then I don't have to mess about with the throttle. Let's open the window. Let's see if we can swing that trailer in. We might have to readjust that, I think. I want to get it right next to my other pile. If I can. Right then, we're going to tip this. When you're tipping, you've got to make sure your trail is sitting level. If it's not sitting level, you could have it tip over quite easily. When you start lifting the spools, these new tractors, they lock the spools. So I'm pulling back on the stick here. That's going to lift up the trailer. I need to open the doors, so I pull to the side. That's going to open the doors. See in my mirror, it's open. You want to change into forward motion. You've got to be ever so careful. Pull forward, let it come out slowly so it mounts up. Sweet. Simple as that. Always want to be careful when you're tipping. You've got to check your power lines, you've got to check your trees. Especially when you're pulling forward, you've still got your trailer in the air. Right, by the time we get back, the old man should have another one ready for us. That's the one. Got a bit of news regarding my trailer test, finally passed it. That was quite interesting because lockdown was going to start the next day. So I was wasn't sure whether I was going to get to do it or not, but they did it. And I passed. Farmer's down here with a digger now, so he's going to be pulling up the muck. I should be on the digger. That's an easy job. I should be on that. The old man will have another load ready for us. Can't keep up. Me and Peter have got a good list of jobs we want to start doing. We've got a trailer, one of our old trailers. The bed on it isn't quite right, so we're going to try and get some more wood in and replace the bed on that. We did the Chieftain last year, so that's still good. We've got some work to do on the old 6290. I'll show you that in a second. Peter's got to make a tub for our spray container. We'll have a little look at that later as well. We want to get our mineral pots off the floor, so we're going to make some brackets that fit on our calf crushes out in the fields and get some off the floor and out of the way of whatever could be there, licking them. He's on fire today. On this tractor, it has 3 hydraulic spools, 1, 2, 3. This one's got a tab on it and it says, do not use. This one is seized, and no matter how hard you tug on this lever, it will not free it up. If you ask the farmer, he knows all about what I mean. He tried to free it up in the summer, pulled too hard, and then broke the bracket inside which everything connects to. So me and Peter had to rip up. All of this had to come out. We had to fix it. It didn't fix the issue. The issue is right at the back end, one of the pins that move up and down. That is seized in the slice solid. So we've got a new one of those coming, get that sorted, and then in the summer this tractor will be back to 3 spools and that'll be good. Peter did fit a fancy little splitter valve, which meant you could use 1 spool for 2 functions, but nobody knows how it works. So it's only Peter that knows how that works. But we're going to get that fixed. Right, can you see me? There we go, that's better. It wasn't crucial that we get every last little bit out. We're just taking the thick of it off the floor because it was warming up and the cows didn't really want to sit in here much. 1 load to take back down. Farmer's going to bring digger back. We're going to get this littered back up, and then eventually we'll get the other sheds out as well. We got no drone footage today because I've had to send it away to be fixed. When I flew it in the summer, when it was pitch black, I flew it into a bale, and the front camera on it, it's not completely messed up, but I want it to be right for next year. So you see back here, each spool has its own slice, so each one has its own thing, and they're actually quite tricky to get hold of. We tried getting an older one before, but we've managed to find one now, so I don't quite know how they come out. This bit here is seized where the pin goes backwards and forwards. So no matter how hard you tug on that, it'll never move. And we've got to go and help the old man litter up the shed because he's in there on his own. We are done. Finally making use of my light because it's dark and GoPro sun. How long will it take me to undo this knot? Let's see. Come on then, come and have a look. They got to have a look. In they come. Is that good enough for you girls? That'll be nice and cool for them now, so if the weather, it's meant to get warm again at the weekend, so they'll have a nice cool place to lie down out of the rain. Whenever you do anything in this shed, they got to have a look. Come on in. You watch, every single one of them will be in here in a minute. Alright, we don't like the muck to build up too much. We like to keep them clean. I had some questions as well with the outside, regarding the outside bit. Why do we put straw outside? This is where we feed all the cows. We feed them outside, and this is where the majority of the poo actually comes from. We sort of use the inside sheds as a dry clean shed for them where they can lay. If you didn't have any straw out here, the cows would be slipping about on the muck, and it's easy for us to just pick it up, put it in a muck cart, take it down to the muck heap, and it works really well, and that's why we do it that way. Milking parlours, place like that, they'll have a slurry system where it all sinks away into a massive tank, and then they spread it with slurry tankers. But this is the way we do it, this is the way we find easiest, and it's a good outlet for any bad straw that we have that we don't really want. We can just stick it under their feet, they don't slip over, the cows stay happy. Yeah, it's win-win. So miserable today. This is the deal with the hay shed at the moment. Getting through the hay pretty quick. And normally I would be showing you lorries parked out here, and every morning there'd be 2 or 3 lorries coming in. We'd be loading lorries of straw and hay going out the farm, but as you well know, this year there just wasn't the hay, so that's the deal with that. I think we've only got enough for our deliveries. The beauty is it's all good hay this year, so everybody says how good it is, which is brilliant for us. That's what we need to know. 3 full bays plus the first bay of Timothy. Half of that bay there is straw, so we still got plenty to go at for the time being, but come April we'll be looking at a different story, I think. Say hello, Holly. Look, doing a fabulous job. Look at that in there. Will my tractor look like that when you do mine? Nice one. Good work, Holly, good work. I don't know if I showed you, but the bulls are in. They've been in a little while now. This is Lucas. We need to take down Norman's name still. Norman's gone down the road, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure everyone knows that. He wasn't quite safe to be around, so unfortunately we had to send him down the road. And I think I said in another video, he wasn't, his daughters were going to be coming in this year anyway, so he would need to have been gone. So that's the deal with Norman. This is Musketeer, he's our new one, and this is Conrad, he's our new South Devon. He is lovely and quiet. Musketeer, he likes to shake his head a bit. We're not sure of him yet, but you know, as the winter goes on, I'm sure he'll be all right. The thing is, they came to the farm and they went straight out on the field, straight to the cows, and so they've come in, they've not seen anyone yet, so they've got to get used to you. So we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt, but he's a nice looking bull, you know, really good looking bull. Oh, Lucas there, he's been here a little while. He's a good old bull, he is. He's, you know, nice temperament on him. There's a little thing around farms called Red Tractor Assurance, and to be part of this Red Tractor Assurance you have to have things in a certain way. So first off, they weren't quite happy with where we were storing the chemicals, and so the farmer said, right, can we do this? They said yes, brilliant, we've got our locked chemical store, everything's locked away, it's all safe and secure. And but now they've come back to us and they're asking us now to have inside here, they're asking us to build a tub. It has to be metal, it has to have a basin in it, so that if anything were to spill, it's all self-contained within the container. We bought some sheet metal and we're going to make our own, because we're not going to buy one because they're crazy expensive, and Peter's the man with the welder, he knows what he's doing. That's the way they want it done, and to be part of Red Tractor you've got to do it, so that's what we'll do. We've also been doing some work on the drive, can you believe it or not. We widened it up, we made it wider at the end, and the lorry drivers are still having trouble getting round. They're not giving themselves enough room to start with. Then they're ended up on the other side of the grass, and they were cutting ruts all the way across the grass there. So me and the farmer, we came through with a little digger, we dug it all out 2 or 3 feet deep, put in a load of stone. We've got plenty of stone, so we put in a load of stone, a few tarmac planings over top, and that will soon cure that issue. We're also going to put a bollard over here because we don't want them running on the grass. That's what we've been doing out the front there. That took a day. That took a whole day to do that. That wasn't a quick job. Yeah, to say the old lady was not impressed. I think they'd only been using the drive for about 2 days before someone had cut on the grass. These are the cows, and all the calves are now away from them. But what we need to do next, we're going to have them what's called PD'd, which means we're going to scan them to see if they're pregnant. Hopefully every single one of them's pregnant, and that'll be a good thing. But if we get a cow that hasn't been in calf for 2 or 3 years, that cow then becomes a problem for us. You want every cow to be having a calf. They've got to have a copper bolus, so we'll take you through that when that comes along. I want to have a go at that because that can be quite fun for the farmer. Hard work putting copper boluses in, and they need to have it. It's important. See you later. Right guys, that is where we're going to leave it. That is the end of another day. It's Friday, we're going to go home. That's a little bit of what's going on around the farm at the minute. We haven't really talked about the crops because the crops are, everything's wet, so until it dries up we ain't going to know really what's happening with the fields. You know, there's some wet spots out there. Yeah, that's been a good day. We've got one shed cleared out. We're going to start on one of the other sheds probably next week. We've got some cow work to do as well, so it'll be interesting to see how many cows are in calf. But make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss anything, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.